I am going to introduce our third reader, Tamara Ali, also known as the girl with the purple pen. She's a professional daydreamer and author of the young adult novel, Red Like Love. She's a first-year social work student at UWI whose passion for social justice is often shown through her writing. Tamara spends most of her time penning novels and poetry that is both inspirational and relatable to Caribbean young adults. Tamara also uses her writing to represent hidden Caribbean culture, such as the LGBTQIA+ community, and is an advocate for mental health. Tamara Ali.
I will be reading the short excerpt from my book, Red Like Love. Sure, no problems. I never liked beaches. Sand getting stuck in places hard to get out. The sea just waiting to take your life. Sure, the scenery was always gorgeous, but I was never able to get past the thought of being captured by the waves. A beach to me was like hell. That's why I found it ironic when my mind drifted off to a beach, as my favorite childhood song played in the background of my thoughts. The blazing sun was hot enough to make the average person melt, but not me. The golden rays hit my skin in all the right places, making my skin glisten instead of sweat. As I sat, letting the warm sand stick to my thighs, I noticed a figure swimming in the distance. When I squinted, I recognized it to be Marina, my former best friend. At first, I didn't question why she was there. I didn't question why I was there. Her body moved so gracefully in the rough waters. She would dive underwater, shooting back up the air every now and then. In the clear blue sky above her, there was a rainbow that looked like it had been painted by fairies. "You coming for a swim?" Her voice whistled out. "I can't swim." "Yeah, you can. This is your imagination. You have control." "Or you could just dive into my arms. I wouldn't let go, I promise." Her voice was so sweet, I had no choice to believe her. I ran across the sand, skipping into the water. Marina was right. I did have control, enough to dive underwater with her. "Where am I?" I finally asked, as a million fishes circled our feet. "Your happy place. You don't recognize it?" "No, I've never been here before. Real life is always happy enough, I guess." "Well, not anymore, clearly. You can't just appear here. Something has to trigger you." After taking a few minutes to fully process everything, I asked, "So I dissociated?" "I don't know what that word means. I never heard it before." She half smiled. "But I hate the beach. Why is this my happy place? And why are you here? No offense, but why not my friends or something?" "I don't know, babe. I'm not a god. I don't have all the answers," Marina frowned, passing her wet hand through my hair. We swam in circles around each other, letting our skin touch. Marina splashed me with water, and before I knew it, we were having a water fight. "This is fun," I said, blocking my face from the splash attacks. "Duh, why you think it's called your happy place?" Marina eventually stopped trying to douse my head with water and swam closer to me. "How are you feeling now?" she asked, with her face so close to mine that I was breathing in fluid instead of oxygen. Saving me from having to answer, I noticed a rose bush growing on the sandy shore. Now I knew that I was definitely dreaming. "You like roses?" I asked Marina. She followed my eyes to the flowering plant. Who doesn't? I swam out of the water and jogged over to the rose bush. The roses were a blindly bright shade of red. I instantly caught its light melon scent. I looked back at Marina, twirling around in the sea as if she was on a skating rink. I knew I had to pick one for her, but they were all so lovely I couldn't choose, so I closed my eyes and gently pulled out the first one my fingers felt. "Ow!" I winced. A thorn from the rose had pricked me, and there was now a tiny red dot in the palm of my hand. I sucked away the pinch of blood and started to walk back to Marina with the flower in my hand. She waved at me from in the water. I could tell that she was excited about being gifted something almost as beautiful as her. As I tiptoed across the shore, something caught the corner of my eye. When I looked down, the soft sand now had drops of blood burning through its grains. I didn't know what else to do but run. I ran to Marina, who seemed to be disappearing under the water. Not wanting to let her go before I could give her the rose, I held it out. "Marina," I shouted. Although she didn't respond, I could still see her face. The petals began to slowly fall one after the other. I felt a sharp pain in my hand where the rose was. When I looked down, there was a trail of blood running down my arm. My skin was peeling open and my wrist felt heavy holding the now nearly naked flower. "Marina, Marina," I called out again, but it was too late. She was gone. I let go of the rose and my lifeless body fell to the blood-painted sand.
Thank you so much, Tamara. Thank you so much, Tamara, for sharing that very emotional scene. And now you've colored my vision of the beach now. But thank you for the emotional content and being brave enough to share that.